Hello and welcome to Car Talk on National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. And we're broadcasting this week from the Herbal Remedy Division here at Car Talk Plaza. Now,
there's a new one every week, isn't there?
Isn't it great?
I mean, how many divisions can we have?
Well, we've noticed that herbs are becoming big business.
Yeah.
I mean, big.
They are.
Big.
And anything that means big bucks, we're right in it.
You got it. So we've decided to expand into herbal car care. For instance, you've heard of this stuff called echinacea. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Echinacea, I take it all the time.
It's the stuff that people...
Smells like dirt. Tastes like dirt. Tastes like somebody went out in the backyard and put a handful of dirt in a bottle and mixed it up with water.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, actually.
Yeah.
It's dirt.
It's dirt. Yeah.
It's dirt, and...
it might be special dirt, but it's dirt.
Yeah, so we got this new product called Echifino. Now, you put like 20 to 30 drops of this herbal root extract into your crankcase 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And it will stimulate your car's autoimmune system.
Very good. Autoimmune.
So your car will obviously be less susceptible to mechanical failure. We call this preventive herbal maintenance. Echifino.
Echifino. So when people say, what's wrong with my car? Echifino.
Yeah, and it's both the answer and the remedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we going to be selling this over the air?
You get $12.95 a bottle.
Yeah, well, why don't we sell it to all our listeners?
Yeah, 3-day supply, the bottle.
All right. Do I have to read some of this mail? By the way, the mail.
As long as you don't read anything from Melissa Peterson.
No, I am not going to read anything from Melissa, although I do have quite a few letters mentioning dear Melissa.
You do. Would you care to share one of them, a brief one with us?
Dear Click and Clack, this is from Jackie Murray. I just wanted to tell you that I like your show, and I think that stupid Melissa Peterson, I hope I spelled her name wrong, is a real jerk. Oh, gee, she's getting nasty. She's obviously one of those people who don't have a clue, but goes around acting like she's hip to everything.
Right.
She probably sells used cars.
Right.
That's it, Jackie. Good. I can't remember all the stupid stuff that she said in her stupid letter, but I do remember that in one of her many stupid PSs, she said her dog hates your show, too. That was the part that really hurt. I mean, I didn't mind Melissa hating it. When she said her dog, I've never met a dog except, who.
Well, I'll let you finish your letter, and then I'll tell you some interesting thing about my own dog.
Okay.
Go ahead.
People like Melissa should not be allowed to have a dog. My dog thinks your show's great. I can tell because she always listens to it sitting in her chair with her head on the armrest staring at the radio. I'm sure you will agree that I'm a better person than Melissa Peterson, and my dog is better than her dog, and so my opinion is bedrock, and hers is drivel. Your friend.
Yes. Jackie, we need friends.
Jackie Murray. Thanks,
wow.
Jackie. Boy, we did need that.
I have a dog, as you may know.
I do know that.
And one of the reasons I've always wanted a dog is that even though your kids and your wife don't greet you at the door when you come home for a hard day at work.
Dog is always right there, man.
Well, that used to be the case. The first couple of months, the dog was right there. I'd be with the key in the door, and she'd be right there.
Yeah.
Panting. No longer.
No?
No, I come in, and she won't even get up. She sometimes will lift her head in acknowledgement like, oh, you? And it's gotten so bad, I've got to tie a pork chop around my neck to get her to play with me now. It's depressing.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You know why? Because she's been listening to Melissa Peterson.
She's been listening to our show.
And she says if her dog doesn't like it, then I guess this is not a show for dogs. We're in trouble.
Anyway, if you'd like to talk to us, our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Sandy from Clifton Park, New York.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy, are you calling from the bathtub?
No, does it sound like I am?
Yes, it does.
Did you just subscribe to Time Magazine?
No, it's probably because I'm calling from my work phone, which is in Hyde Park, New York, just 100 miles south of Clifton Park.
Oh, okay.
But we have a phone system here that makes a kind of funny echo, so please excuse me.
That's quite all right. It's not your fault. You know why it makes that funny sound? Because all the calls are being monitored.
Right.
To ensure.
The recording devices do that. That's all right. You'll be terminated in the morning, but that's okay. In the meantime.
What's up?
Well, I have a 1997 Honda Accord, and it has started making occasional loud noises. Noises of the type you might hear from a young man's car who is fiddled with his to make it sound like it needs a muffler.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
But the noise isn't constant. It's occasional.
It's only on my way home from work, not on my way into work.
Anything else going on when this happens?
Well, I kind of tried to think logically the way you guys do, and I noticed
Oh,
I tried to
Who
think.
put you up to that statement?
I almost spit the coffee right across the room.
Well, I thought, what's different about my morning commute from my afternoon commute? And I realized that in the morning, it's early and it's cool, and I don't have the air conditioner on. In the afternoon, particularly last week, it was kind of warm, and I had the air conditioner on, and so the compressor was going.
Mm-hmm. Well, the compressor doesn't go all the time, you know. It does cycle on and off.
Yes.
And when you hear the noise, is there any kind of predictability to it? And do you have to be moving to hear it?
Yes, I have to be moving.
When you described this problem, you described it as sounding like a car that needs a muffler. Do you have any evidence that you don't need a muffler?
Well, the fact that the car runs quietly 85% of the time makes me think that it's something other than a muffler.
But you, if we could give you some scenario in which...
Or a coupon. We gave you a coupon. You might, maybe...
If we gave you a scenario in which we could show you that you could occasionally have a bad muffler,
Okay.
in quotes, would you buy that? With or without the coupon?
Do you take charge cards?
Yeah, what would it take?
All right,
Sandy, what would it take to get you into a new muffler today?
I would need a coupon for sure.
I mean, it sounds enough like needing a muffler.
Can I give you one other bit of evidence?
Sure.
This might clear it up.
Yeah, we might need two, but go ahead.
Well, I thought it was related to the compressor, so I thought, well, I'm going to try driving in the morning and put the air conditioner on, need it or not.
Oh, you have a very scientific mind.
Yes.
What do you do? What do you do for a living in Hyde Park? There.
I'm a marketing manager for the Culinary Institute of America.
Really?
Culinary Institute of
The
America.
CIA.
The CIA. If I said I worked for the CIA, you would have hung up.
Wow.
Yep.
So you turn on the air conditioner on your way to work.
Yes.
And
I'm going to tell you that it didn't make any noise.
Bingo.
Yeah.
well, what does that tell us?
It's got nothing to do with the air conditioner.
We knew that already. Well, I mean, I'm leaning toward it being the cooling fan.
Are you?
The fan that cools off the end. You know, there are two fans on this car. Well, I think one comes on automatically when you turn on the AC, and the other cycles on and off as the engine coolant temperature dictates. And it may be that you're hearing the fan hitting something. Did you have a little fender bender with this car ever?
Uh-oh. You found me out. In January, I had a front-end collision.
Aha! Play the music, Dad! And I'd be willing to bet that your fan is hitting its shroud and making the noise, which will sound not unlike a baseball card in the spokes of one's bicycle. The
Fan hitting shroud.
Yeah.
and you
you could confuse it with the sound of a bad muffler.
Oh, I could confuse a lot of things.
But I think that's what you got going here.
I like that. I like it.
I like it, too.
Well, Sandy.
Well, thanks, fellas. I appreciate it.
See ya.
Come down to the CIA for lunch.
All right, see you later. Thanks for the
It'll
invite.
be a secret between you and us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, guys. This is Barry from Flint, Michigan.
Barry, what's happening,
Is
man?
that Barry with a Y?
Yeah, that's a Y at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Believe it or not, I have a problem with unbelievably huge numbers of dead bugs on my windshield. When I drive to work, when I drive home from work, I have to wash or clean the windshield at least every day, sometimes twice a day when I get to work, in order to practically even see through it. My wife says it's just because I drive too fast, and it brings back the old debate about running versus walking in the rain. Does it matter if you're running or walking?
Oh, yeah.
If I drive slower, am I going to have fewer dead bugs, or is it just because I'm a maniac and I drive too fast?
She's right. You drive too fast.
I drive too fast.
Just like you're going to get wetter if you run through the rain.
Wait a second.
Except you're going to get there sooner, so that'll make you less wet.
You'll have more time to dry your clothes
Depends
off.
on how far you have to go.
Well, no, see, in this instance, don't listen to a word he's telling you. No, yeah, if you drive fast, you're going to get more dead bugs on your
Sure you
windshield.
are.
But the aerodynamics, they improve as you go faster. Doesn't the air kind of slip over the windshield?
It does,
over
and
the
as it
top of
slips
the
over
car?
the windshield, any bug that's in your path gets croaked.
Oh, I see. Your theory is
They're going to go right over the roof.
that they're going to go over the top.
Yes.
Well,
And the faster you go, the more of them are going to go over the top. Is that your theory?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it, but it's wrong.
but there are things you probably have seen going down the road, trucks or maybe even cars that have a bug deflector on the hood.
Does that work?
That works.
Well, we're hoping to find out from you, Barry.
Okay.
Well, that does work.
Oh.
I think it works.
Oh, I think you should sound a little more positive.
They've been around for so
It
long.
has to work.
It makes so much sense.
But I think what it does is it just changes the flow so that the bugs either hit this thing or the ones which don't hit it go flying over the roof and miss your windshield.
They hit the guy behind
They
you.
hit the guy behind you, exactly.
But
Maybe you're the guy behind the guy with the bug thing. You ever think of that?
But you notice that thing, that bug deflector thing, clearly interferes with the nice smooth flow.
Yeah.
Right. So
And that's what makes it work, which would mean that without it, and therefore having the beautiful aerodynamics, you do get more bugs.
So the more aerodynamic cars, like the Corvettes and the Ferraris, they get a lot of bugs, even though they're really aerodynamic.
Well, no, I think the speed is the critical factor.
Speed is, yeah.
If you're driving at 20 miles an hour, you're not going to have any dead bodies on the windshield.
No, because they're just going to bump into the windshield and say, "Oh, another car," and they'll just
for
fly
example,
away.
you ever get hit by a bug when you're riding your bicycle?
Oh,
It feels like someone
with your
hit you with a
mouth
2x4. Yeah, there's a lot of momentum there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Your
that
wife is absolutely right, because the driving that you do, you shouldn't come home full of bugs on the windshield. That's crazy.
Okay.
what are you driving? Are you driving something like an Isuzu Trooper?
Well, no, it's a Mercedes, the one that goes too fast.
The one that
Yeah.
goes too fast.
Yeah.
And so you drive like a maniac, and your wife, as usual,
Yeah.
is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't tell if you won't.
Okay, I won't tell.
See you, Barry.
Thanks a lot.
Slow down.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Yes, this is Andrea from Granby, Connecticut.
Granby.
Lovely downtown Granby.
Yeah.
Granby. Now, I must confess that I've never broken down in Granby.
I've been in Granby.
You have?
Granby is the pierogi capital of the world.
Now, this I did not know.
Well, I just made it up.
I know that's very good. And Chuck, may I call you Chuck?
Oh, sure.
Oh, good.
Chunky.
Chunk.
Chunky.
Chucky. Oh, excuse me, Chucky. I have a 1989 Camry,
Yeah.
a 6-cylinder.
Nice car.
Nice car. Love the car to pieces. Has almost 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the challenge. When I'm stopped at a light and I have a signal light on, I see the other lights on the panel dim in concert with it.
Well, say this again now.
When I'm stopped at a light
Yeah.
and I've got the signal light on,
Yeah.
and I look at the light, say that
You mean the
indicates that
directional
I'm in
signal.
drive.
All right, the directional, she means.
Yeah, it dims as the signal light goes on, and I have fears of it being an alternator.
What lights dim? The panel lights or the other lights that are...
Specifically, the one I noticed that drove me immediately to call you
is what?
was the one that indicates whether you're in drive or reverse. That's that one.
Okay, so that light actually dims.
Yes.
Are we talking about daylight here or nighttime?
Either.
Daylight.
Daylight.
But at night they dim also? They probably do.
Yes, indeed.
Have you noticed, for example, or maybe you haven't, if you are behind another car, can you notice a perceptible dimming of, say, the headlights?
No.
How about if the dome light were on? Would that dim?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, these are important questions.
These are important questions.
Okay, well...
And it happens in the same frequency as the directional signal is blinking?
Of course.
Exactly.
Sure.
So when the directional signal light comes on, the drive light dims.
Right, do
Exactly.
this. Go, Tommy, go blink,
Blink, blink,
Blink, boom,
Dim.
boom. Yes, exactly.
dim,
blink.
dim. There you go. You got it.
I
I
do
know
have
it
it,
takes a
gentlemen.
little while for it to sink in with him.
Gee.
Okay, well, I believe that you probably have a bad ground someplace. That's just a feeling that I have.
Is that major?
No, it isn't major.
No, and the ground is probably related only to the dashboard lights because otherwise you would see this happening with all the other stuff.
Huh.
The dome light and the headlights and all that business. And as long as you don't, I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but with 100,000, I mean, I can't believe that with 100,000 miles, this is the most creative problem that you could come up with.
Yes, isn't it amazing?
Isn't that wonderful? A testament to the fine engineering of the Toyota Motor Car Company.
Indeed.
No, that's great. So
it is.
Answer me the question because this is important to me. This car is obviously in readiness for the scrap heap.
No.
No, I'm only kidding. But at some point, you're going to have to pass it on to another family member and get yourself a new car.
Well, my son is 7 months old. Do you think it'll last that long?
When you buy another car,
Yes.
what are you going to buy?
Another Camry.
You are.
Probably.
Just checking. No, because I've heard many stories of people that have been absolutely thrilled with a car, beyond words.
Yes.
And they'll go out and buy something completely different the next time.
No, not this time.
And not because their needs change, because people like variety.
Yes.
Of course. I mean, as I've often said.
Well, it proves a point. I mean, why bother to build a great car if people are only going to buy one of them?
Exactly.
General Motors has it figured out. See you, Andrea.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. All right, look, it's time for us to take a short break.
Right. I can see the gauge on your forehead. It's reading hot. So it must be time to add some coolant to you.
We'll be back in a minute.
I've got a four-wheel drive and I'm gonna take a ride down the back roads to the country in the Southland right away. Those city girls are fine, but I'd rather have mine. So I'm loading up, heading out, and I'm leaving right away. If I should find out that she will be gone, I think that I'll hide out till she comes back home.
And even though Marconi rolls over in his grave every time we say it, this is NPR.
Support for Car Talk and the following message come from Pep Boys. Imagine what 1 million auto parts looks like. Hundreds of batteries, spark plugs, brake pads, fuel injectors, and lots of tires, all stacked up high to the ceiling. This is not just some DIY mechanic's dream. It's here today at Pep Boys. The Pep Boys pros have extensive training and can find the right part to fit just about any car on the road. Need advice and tips on installation? The Pep Boys pros are here to help. Support also comes from Exxon and Mobil stations, featuring Synergy gasoline, meticulously engineered to help protect your engine from deposits while giving you better gas mileage. Synergy gasoline is for wherever you're going, whether it's a meal with a friend or a cross-country road trip. Stop by your nearest Exxon or Mobil station today. Fuel economy claims are compared with gasoline meeting minimum government standards. Results will vary. Visit Exxon.com or Mobil.com for details.
I'm Shankar Vedantam, host of the podcast Hidden Brain. All summer long, we're sharing stories about reinventing yourself as part of a series that we call You 2.0.
Rebels are not troublemakers. They're people who break rules that should be broken.
Subscribe and embrace your inner rebel. No leather jacket required.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, of course, car repair, of course, and dialectical materialism.
Maybe. Now, you may not know that that's where this letter is going, but here it is from Aaron Katz in Portland, Oregon. I have owned the Best of Car Talk CD since last Christmas. In the last 6 months, I've listened at least 50 times, if not more. Every time I listen to it, I cannot help but ponder the meaning of a piece of dialogue during the dog barf call. Remember that call?
Yes, I do.
One of you says, quote, obviously the stuff went down the vent or it stayed on the dashboard. To which the response comes, it went down the vent. One of you continues, right, but not all of it. I mean, some of it stayed. So suffice it to say, what didn't stay on the dashboard went down the vent. Each time I hear this exchange, I am struck by the utter meaninglessness of this exchange of words. I now know what is happening. On the surface, you two appear to be morons.
On the surface?
Where was I? On the surface, you two appear to be morons. But inside, You are deeply philosophical. The above dialogue actually expresses existential philosophy, the meaninglessness of existence. Obviously, this was what inspired Camus. Perhaps one of you is even the reincarnation of Kierkegaard or Heidegger. Under the ruse of an idiotic talk show about cars, you are in fact attempting to enlighten me. While the above conversation is a blatant attempt to spread your insidious philosophical opinions, I have determined that the whole show is the same, completely meaningless. What Sartre achieved in his plays, you have taken to the next level. Sincerely, parenthesis, as if sincereness existed.
Right.
Aaron Katz.
Whoa.
On the surface, you two...
Well, he listened to that 50 times, huh?
On the surface, you two appear to be morons.
I got news. It isn't superficial.
I thought...
Anyway, if you'd like to talk to us, our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Jeff from Sterling, Virginia.
Hi, Jeff. What's up?
I got a Ford truck. I got an F-250, and I know how you guys are always dogging diesels. I got the International Diesel, and I really like it.
We didn't say... Do we say anything yet?
You guys are always dogging.
Oh, we are, aren't we? I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go.
We have always said that the F-250 is a great truck.
As long as you don't get the diesel.
As long as you're not stupid enough to get the diesel.
Okay, I'm not
Jeff.
going to argue it.
No,
I like mine. It's a good truck.
Is it
The only
new?
problem I got is if let me put it this way. I've got a CB radio in the truck, too.
Yeah.
And I'm driving down the road. I got the cruise control on. If I key the mic, the truck takes off.
Oh.
No kidding.
Interesting.
And it continues to
Interesting.
accelerate until I let off the mic. Then it goes back down to the speed I'd set. And that's heck on long trips. It really is.
Yeah, because
dangerous.
it's an electronic cruise control.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have sufficient RF shielding. Huh? How's that for throwing the old lingo around, huh? Throwing the old linguini around. Because you are broadcasting on what? Radio frequency.
CC. Yeah.
Not CC,
Yeah, okay.
RF.
If I take the antenna off, the truck and key the mic, it doesn't do it.
Yeah, because you're broadcasting to...
You're broadcasting a signal to the cruise control.
Okay.
That's great.
That's very
Now,
interesting.
It
I don't
doesn't
think
matter
I've
what
ever
channel
seen.
I'm on. I go through the entire channel,
Yeah.
all 40 channels on the CB, and it still does it. So it's not really frequency sensitive, I guess.
Well, it's frequency sensitive. You're within a very small band of frequencies there.
That's true, CB band.
Yeah, you're in a citizens band.
Oh, that's what CB means?
Are you a citizen, Jeff?
I've been called a citizen
So
before. I've always questioned it. You know?
So what you should do, first of all, is bring this to the attention of your Ford dealer, and then you may want to write a little letter to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very dangerous thing to be happening.
And
Yeah, well, I don't see other trucks taking off when I key my mic, though.
well, no, it's because they're not within range, and
And they may not have cruise control.
right. And it's amazing that with a diesel, you even noticed that it was taking off, actually. But get it looked at.
Well, it took 10 or 15 minutes to get up 5 miles an hour, didn't it?
But that's interesting. I've got to guess that that's what it is. I mean, what else could it be?
What else could it be?
Well, I'm sure we'll get 20 letters in our mailbox next
Telling
week.
us that it's impossible for CBs to interfere with cruise control. But this is what our job is. Give wrong answers and motivate people to write in with the right ones.
Okay.
That's our job.
Good luck.
I was thinking it was possibly a ground or something, but that RF theory, that sounds pretty
I like the RF
no, the
theory,
RF
yeah.
theory is definitely it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hey, good
Alrighty.
luck, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Helen.
Hi,
Hi, Helen.
Where are you from, Helen?
I live in Fruitvale, Idaho.
Fruitvale?
Yes,
Fruitvale, Idaho.
yes. Well, this is a very beautiful little valley. It's kind of like a storybook little valley with farms. And
With no more fruit trees.
Isn't that sweet?
Isn't it?
It is indeed. It is indeed. Well, enough of that gibberish. What do
Is
you
it like
want?
terminally cute?
What do I want? Well, I want some advice from you guys.
Yeah, about what?
Well, I have an 85 Camaro.
Uh-huh.
It's a 6-cylinder, fuel injected.
Mm-hmm.
And on hard acceleration at high revs, I have a strange smell that I can't identify.
Strange smell.
Yes.
High acceleration.
Yeah, like when I'm going fast up a hill or passing somebody, and it's like it doesn't happen if I'm cruising in fifth gear and want to accelerate. I usually don't smell it, but if I say I'm going up a hill and I decide I can't do it in fifth and I ought to downshift to fourth.
Yeah. So you're revving high, but you've still got it close to the floor, the pedal that
so
is.
you floor it.
Yeah, real close.
So it's as you're accelerating that you get this odor.
Yeah. Yep.
And where does the odor seem to be coming from? The tailpipe, the vents in the ventilation system?
The back seat?
Well, it's either the engine or the exhaust system. I can't tell which one.
I mean, does it smell like exhaust, which has got a pretty characteristic odor?
Well, I can't really tell. To me, it smells more like oil.
I mean, it doesn't smell like gasoline. You know what that smells like.
I don't think so.
Does it smell like burning oil?
Maybe. Now, a mechanic told me it might be my catalytic converter, but he said that would be like a sulfur smell, and I don't know that it's such a sulfury smell. It's more like an oil smell.
But this is unlike anything you've ever smelled before.
No, I've smelled it before, sort of.
What room in the house did you smell this in?
No, well, I used to drive a 63 Nova station wagon, and it smelled like this.
Okay, that's a big hint. That is the biggest hint of all.
That's good.
Yeah, because your 63 Nova didn't have a Catholic converter.
That's right. So that rules that out away.
So that rules that out.
Okay.
But what it did have, in all likelihood, was a six-cylinder engine that leaked oil onto the manifold.
Yeah, it did.
And you may be just cranking out enough oil out of leaky valve covers that it's getting onto the manifold, the exhaust manifolds, and when you really boot this thing, you're getting everything just hot enough so that you're making enough smoke from this so that it's wafting in through the vents.
Okay.
Jeez, I don't really love that answer.
Oh, I don't love it either, but then I get rid of it.
Because, I mean, why wouldn't it happen? Why wouldn't it happen when she's doing 50 miles an hour on the straightaway?
It does. It does. I bet you the smell is there to a very small degree all the time, but it's just enhanced or more pronounced on hard acceleration.
But why?
Why?
Because it's
hotter.
Hotter.
Well, why does it? I mean, it does it when it's at high revs. Like if
high revs.
It might even do it at low speed if I downshifted, and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it has to do with revs. It has to do with revs.
No, I don't know. We've been on vacation for a long time. You can't expect us to be brilliant the first day back. I mean, Doug should have saved this call for maybe a few weeks from now. We don't know what's wrong with your car.
No, I mean, you said it smells like oil.
If it is oil leaking out, does that mean that I'm going to need a valve job or something?
No, you're going to need valve-covered gaskets.
Another gasket.
Yeah. Valve-covered gaskets. You have a V6 engine.
Right.
And you have a valve cover on one side of the engine and a valve cover on the other.
Right.
And your mechanic ought to be able to open the hood and tell you if they're leaking.
Right. Okay.
It's pretty, and when they leak,
I'll see it, shouldn't I?
Well, you might.
You'll see it, and you'll even see it on the manifold. Maybe.
As a matter of fact, if you run the engine, get it good and hot, and sit there and stare at it, your neighbors will think you're weird, but that's all right. If you sit there and stare at it for long enough, you'll be hypnotized. No, you'll notice little wisps of smoke coming up from the vicinity of the exhaust manifolds.
Okay.
And you might even find the smell. And if that's the smell, then that's it.
Okay.
And a couple of valve cover gaskets will fix it.
Stick
Maybe
your
only
head,
one.
get a soda straw and put your head in there and stick one end of the straw in your nose and the other end near the manifold. And
now, do you agree with what he's saying?
Who?
Of course I agree with what he's saying.
I don't know what your guys' names are.
Doesn't make any difference.
Oh, him? No, he's nuts. We knew that when we started.
What?
That he's nuts.
Oh, okay.
But that's the right answer.
But you will see smoke wafting up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it in the hot sun. It makes the smoke more visible.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to angle the car correctly. You might have to park on like the front lawn or something.
Do you both agree with this?
Yes, I like the answer too. I like it.
I think he's crazy.
No, if you can't find it, let the mechanic take a look at it, and if those valve covers are leaking, he'll find it.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Helen, good luck.
Okay, well, thank you guys
Thanks,
very much.
Thanks for your call.
See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name's Jeffrey Solomon. I'm calling from Omaha, Nebraska.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
I was in Omaha, Nebraska recently.
You were?
Yes. Oh, I had the great pleasure of taking an Amtrak train through Nebraska. It only took us 24 hours to cross the great state of Nebraska.
Yeah, I bet you didn't see much either.
Saw a lot of corn and tracks, a lot of tracks. But Omaha was wonderful. I was happy to leave, actually.
If somebody told a joke to Jeffrey, would he come back with an Omaha ha ha?
How can we help you, Jeffrey?
Was corny.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
What's
Well,
up?
I got a little problem here, and it's kind of got me at sea, or it hasn't got me at sea, which is the problem. I've got a boat. It's got an inboard, outboard motor. It's a 13-year-old Ford V8 175 horsepower engine. And the problem is quite simply is this. When I go to use the boat, and it might have been standing for a day or two, it's parked in a marina, it'll start up first time. If I cut the engine, it will not start again, even if I've been running for 3 hours. If I go to refill gas, turn off the engine, I cannot get the boat to start. And if I leave it for an hour or two, it'll start up again.
Let me just get one thing straight.
Which ocean do you
ocean? That's my question, too. Which ocean do you use here in Omaha?
Well, you got through Omaha quickly. You missed it.
Missed the ocean? Which ocean do you have there?
It's the Missouri River.
Yeah.
Oh, that ocean. Okay.
So when you go to restart it, what happens? What transpires?
Almost. There's only one R.
Oh.
And then it's dead after that, and...
Just one
as if the battery were dead, but the battery is not dead.
How do you know that?
Well, first of all, all my electrics are working fine. It's a new battery, and I've checked it with the charger. I put a charger on, and the charger showed it had a full charge.
Okay, so the charger tells you what the current draw of the battery is, and it's not drawing enough to dictate that the battery needs replacing or charging or any such thing. So then our logical conclusion is that it is a faulty starter motor, and it's drawing too much current, especially when it gets hot. That's one possibility. The other possibility is that you have a bad ground connection someplace. Hot engines are harder to start in many cases than cold engines. Very cold engines are very difficult to start. But if it was very cold, the Missouri River would be frozen and you wouldn't be out there with the boat.
See, but this happens to you even if what you said was, if you start the engine and shut it off immediately and then try to restart it, it wouldn't start?
Right. Even when the engine's cold.
There goes that theory then.
Yeah.
Let's say you run it for 1 minute, and then you shut it off, and you try to start it 10 seconds later.
Right.
Will it not restart?
Generally not. It may do, but usually not. Once you cut the engine, it will not restart.
And what will it do? It always does the same thing when it doesn't start, which is this.
Yeah, you'll get it doing that a couple of times. You go, and then, you just get that feeling that, gosh, if I keep on doing this, I'm going to drain the battery.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's cranking very slowly.
But how does it crank when you start it up cold, when you turn the engine?
When I start it cold, it's fine. I just prime the motor once or twice, with the accelerator handle.
Right.
And
press the starter button.
It just fires right up.
If I had to guess at one thing, I suppose I would guess starter, except that it doesn't quite all fit together.
Well, it could be that your timing is very
advanced.
That
was going to be my second guess. If I had to guess at the second thing, it would be timing.
If your timing is very advanced, the engine will start cold, but it'll be awful to start when it's hot.
In fact, I might like the timing answer better than the starter answer.
You don't have a timing light, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, buy one of those. They're only $700, and no, you can buy a timing light actually for about $30 or $40, and you might want to try timing it yourself.
Okay.
I can tell you're into fixing this yourself.
He doesn't even know where the engine is.
Sure he does.
Jeff.
It's in the back there somewhere.
Jeff.
No.
It's 90% sure that it's either timing or starter or both. Check those things, and next time you come by the Atlantic Ocean, how do you get from the Missouri River to the Atlantic Ocean?
Flatbed truck.
Good luck, Jeffrey.
Thanks a lot.
All righty.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, although you should be out weeding your overgrown flower beds, you are instead sitting around listening to us click and clack the tap.
I have a problem with flower beds. My wife asks me to mow the lawn, and I don't know the difference between the lawn and the flowers. I mean, what's the difference between a weed and not a weed?
Cultivation, my friend.
No, I mean, I see these big, long things. I cut them down, and she comes out screaming, "What did you do? What did you do?" And then the next time I cut the lawn, I don't go near any of these big, long things. And she says, why don't you cut all those weeds down? Now, what is the difference, technically, between a weed and a not weed? It's whether you like the looks of it or not, right?
Exactly. It's in the eye of the beholder.
That's what I thought.
Or it's in the path of the lawnmower, as they say. Well, anyway, we'll have more of your calls, so don't touch that dial, because if you do, the end of your dipstick may fall right off.
I got a 68 Plymouth Satellite. The tranny's loose, but she looks real tight. Metallic blue and fuzzy dice. When I roll down the street, they say, "Woo, that's nice." My 68 Plymouth Satellite with a little bouncy dog with eyes that light. My 68 Plymouth Satellite, tuned up glass packs and they sound just right.
And even though Nepalese yaks leave a deposit on the nearest shortwave radio whenever they hear us say it, this is NPR.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Indeed. When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need help getting to your short list of qualified candidates fast. With Indeed, post a job in minutes, set up screening questions, then zero in on qualified candidates, and when you need to hire fast, accelerate your results with sponsored jobs. New users can try for free when you sign up at Indeed.com/NPR podcast. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
There's a new way to hear Morning Edition, All Things Considered, and all your favorite programs. Just ask your smart device to play NPR. Listen to your local station anytime, like this. Hey, smart device, play NPR.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Collect, the Tappet Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and ethno-sociology.
We actually have touched on this subject in the past, but this one is a little bit more definitive. And it is, you may be Italian if.
Okay.
And I mean, there are so many of them. I've picked out a few that I thought were especially descriptive or interesting.
And because of our ethnicity, there are no holds barred here.
Of course
Right?
not. No, I mean, if we were talking about some other ethnic group, we'd have to be careful.
We wouldn't. We
we should.
We should have been careful, but yeah.
We don't have to even worry about it.
No,
here.
just go ahead.
Okay. Here they are. You spent your entire childhood thinking that what you ate for lunch was pronounced sandwich. You were shocked to discover that the FDA recommends that you eat 3 meals a day, not 7. You were as tall as your grandmother by the age of 7. I was. You were surprised to find out that wine was actually sold in stores. You always thought that every meal had to be eaten with a hunk of bread in your left hand. That's true. You grew up thinking that no fruit or vegetable had a fixed price and that the price of everything was negotiable through haggling. I remember going shopping with my grandmother, and we'd walk into the store, and she'd pick up like 5 or 6 peaches, and the guy would say, 99 cents. 99 cents? What, are you crazy?
Oh, yeah. No, he knew. He inflated the price by 30 cents.
Yeah, right. He's all right, 88 cents. So I'll give you 75 cents.
All
okay.
right, I'll take it. Well, if you're pining for the puzzler, you can head over to Puzzler Central on the web, where you can get a classic archival puzzler every week that the puzzler's away. Once the puzzler comes back, of course, that'll be the end of that. Yeah. And that's over at cartalk.com. And by the way, if you have a good puzzler for us, I underline good.
Yeah.
Or anything my brother might want to read, you can send it along to Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
You went too fast there. Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238.
You can also email us from cartalk.com.
But in the meantime, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. If you have a question about your car or anything else.
Or you just want to rant about something. We haven't heard a caller rant for a long time.
Yeah, there you go. Our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is David from Chicago.
Hi, David.
I do want to talk about my car.
All right.
Good.
What's up?
I have a 1984 Civic, and I parked it in the garage, and it stayed there for about a week or so. And I ran down to the garage to jump in it and take off, and I took the emergency brake off, and it's still clamped on the right rear tire, and the car won't move, or it moves, but it drags the tire.
Yay. Yeah.
So you're making a lot of right-hand turns.
Yeah, or I'm revving the engine a lot.
How have you concluded?
He knows because the tire isn't spinning.
It's not rolling at all.
Yeah. So it's still in the garage.
It's still in the garage. And actually, it's been sitting now for about a week, and I went down again, and the battery's dead.
Yeah, you know why? You probably took the battery out and put it on that concrete floor. That did it.
Oh, things get worse and worse, don't they?
Isn't it amazing how just 1 week of neglect can turn a perfectly good car, I mean, if had this been a perfectly good car to begin with, can turn it into junk.
It is interesting. It's true.
Now, what happened is your emergency brake seized on. I would guess you use your emergency brake all the time?
Whenever I park, I do.
You do, so...
It's good to use it when you park.
Yes.
You shouldn't use it if you're not parked.
No, but you use it every day.
You do, huh?
Every day.
Well, that's unusual because usually if you use it every day, this doesn't happen to it.
However, there were 7 days during which you didn't use it.
Yeah.
And what happened during that time is that the thing rusted in place. There's a little lever on the back of the thing called the backing plate. That's the plate to which the brake shoes are attached.
Okay.
And on the back side of that, there's a lever that goes through the plate, and one end of that attaches to the brake shoes and causes them to move when you pull on the cable, which is attached to the other end of that lever. Got it?
Now, what you have to do...
And there's a pivot point back there.
I mean, do you have some old clothes, or are you a yuppie?
I have some old clothes.
Okay. You probably don't fit underneath this car, but you might be able to. Take a flashlight.
Okay.
Make sure the car is in gear.
One of those heavy flashlights you can bang this thing with.
Right. Make sure the car is in gear and you've got one of the other wheels chalked up, because if you do, in fact, succeed in releasing the handbrake, the car might roll over and kill you. Right? So make sure it's safe.
Okay.
And then you want to reach behind that wheel, and it'll be very obvious because you will see this cable going into the back of the wheel.
Okay.
Make sure that this cable is a cable and is not a piece of tubing. You can tell the difference.
Okay.
Here's what you do. Better than that. Have an assistant yank on the handbrake.
Then you'll see it.
And look at the side that isn't frozen. And you'll see something move on that side, and you'll look at the other side, and you'll see the same thing not moving.
Not moving. You want to grab it and shake it as much as you can.
Bang it. Hit it with the flashlight.
Whack it with anything.
The cable.
The cable.
Actually, the lever to which the cable attaches.
I don't want to spray WD-40 on it.
Sure you do. Anything.
No, you don't want to spray anything.
Sure, you can spray WD-40 on it.
It won't do anything, but spray it on anyway. Put it under your armpits, too.
No, WD-40 is a great placebo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might work. No, it will work. Actually, it will work in the long run.
This will release right away. As soon as you get under there and start yanking on things,
okay,
it will move.
And then take it immediately to the repair shop and have them take the brake drum off and lubricate the whole mechanism and free it up. This happens all the time on Hondas, and it would have happened even if you had parked it for 2 days.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because it was ready to happen.
There was no warning whatsoever.
What did you expect, like a postcard? Dear David, don't drive me.
Dear David, don't use the hand. Maybe a little fortune cookie. Did you have Chinese food the night before?
No.
Well, that's the problem.
Whack this thing. You need one of those police flashlights. And that'll fix you right up.
Yeah. And don't make a mistake and use the handbrake before you get a chance to bring it somewhere to be fixed.
So I should get out of my great habit of putting it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tape a 3x5 car to the dash. Don't use handbrake until fixed.
Yeah.
See you, David.
And bring a brick so you can put it under the wheel.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Or you can throw it at someone, 1-888-CAR Talk or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Mary Jane from Superior, Wisconsin.
Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Superior.
Superior.
I'm not going to guess that it's probably close to the lake, but that's okay.
Good guess. We're right on the lake.
Right on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
What's up, Mary Jane?
What's up? I have a question. I'm hoping you can solve a marital dispute.
Oh, Mary Jane, of course.
Even though I'm calling you for advice, the more I listen to you, I think you're part of my problem.
Whoops.
Okay, I came home from work last week, and I found a 1-800 number on my kitchen table, and it was your number. This wouldn't strike strike fear into my heart until I found a list of the kind of car my husband has, the color it is, the year, because he doesn't know cars that much, and he has to write these things down to remember them. And so I have this fear that he called you because he wants to fix this car up. And I'm calling you to help me to get him not to do it.
Oh, so you're trying to undermine the entire operation here before it gets off the ground.
Exactly. And it's getting more serious as the day goes on.
Serious is good.
Serious are good?
Right. I don't remember talking to anyone from Superior, Wisconsin.
We haven't talked to him yet.
He hasn't gotten through yet.
He hasn't gotten through yet?
He hasn't. No, we haven't talked to anyone from Superior.
Well, first of all, what's his name?
Well, his name is Joshua. And I found a loan application on the kitchen table the other day.
Joshua. Loan application.
All right.
Now, let me tell you about his car.
Yeah.
This guy, I married this guy because he's a sensitive, caring artist, and he knows nothing about cars. And I hung out with car guys, like, all my life. So I hooked up with this guy because he didn't know cars.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he bought a 1964 Ford Fairlane, 3 on the tree, baby blue.
Okay, so we've established that he still doesn't know anything about cars.
He doesn't know anything. The muffler was really loud because it had glass packs on it, and he thought he had to replace the muffler.
Yeah.
So I had to clue him into that. And so now he's like got this unnatural attachment to it and wants to take out a loan, soak thousands of dollars into it to fix it up. Now, we live in Superior. We live in a rust belt. It's cold. It's snowy. It's hideous here.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him it's not worth it to do it. So, see, I need you guys to agree with me.
But, Mary Jane, don't you see this as just another manifestation of this man's sensitive, caring, artistic nature?
That he wants to take this old car
Yeah.
and nurture it.
But
and redeem it and somehow
bring it back to life.
Sure.
That's a great
infuse
idea.
new life into it for a measly few $1,000s.
Yeah, he may be the Albert Schweitzer of the Rust Belt there.
But he doesn't know anything about cars.
So what?
Some Joe Schmo here in Superior to fix it up.
So he's gonna have to send all this work out.
Yes.
Well, unless you help him because you know stuff about why.
You know about 3 on a tree and glass packs, and that's pretty good.
Hey, pretty good, huh?
Where did you hang out in your youth?
Used car lot.
I hung out in Gardner, Mass in my youth.
Uh-huh.
So I picked all this up.
You did.
Yeah, so see, I just, we need your help. He shouldn't really do this because it's going to be a ton of money and labor that someone else is going to get all my money.
Well, I remember when my wife and I were first married, that we used to do all kinds of things together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We don't do anything together.
Well,
this is a chance, though.
Yeah, but this is a chance. Exactly right. And as years have gone by, we do less and less together because she hates me.
Yeah. Well, it partly has to do with the things that you do. I mean, it's interesting because it's difficult for a husband and wife.
Well, she didn't. Like, for example, this year she wouldn't go to the table saw convention with me anymore.
Yeah, and my wife does these knitting things and sewing
well,
things. I don't want any part of it.
Why not?
This is an opportunity for you and your husband to
bond
like no one has ever bondoed before.
Well, I think that's a great idea. We're taking a welding class together,
See
though.
that?
You're taking a welding class.
They don't call it bondo for nothing, do they?
And you'll use that knowledge.
We're bonding with the art.
You'll use that knowledge from welding class to enhance your relationship while you're working on the car.
Okay.
And he says, honey, hand me another bud. I'm working up a sweat running this torch. Or you could say that, honey, hand me another bud.
I mean, I wish we could be on your side, Mary Jane, but we're not on your side.
You guys are kidding me.
Yeah.
When Joshua gets through, and I know he will now, because we'll open the lines, we're going to be all for it.
I can't listen to your show anymore now.
Who the hell cares?
That's all right. We lose thousands of listeners every week. What do we worry about? One more?
But I'm your only listener in Superior.
No,
I don't even know about you up here yet.
But Joshua has our number. Remember that.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah,
You're breaking my heart.
You are from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much is he going to spend on this? How much did he spend on this 64 Falcon?
Well, he won't tell me because I'm so irate about this whole situation. He's just kind of like laying low. He doesn't know I found your number.
Well, obviously.
Wait a minute now. You used an expression way back in this conversation. You said he's going to spend all my money fixing up this car.
Did I say my money?
You said that.
That was a Freudian slip of
Does
the
that
first
mean that
order.
you have a job and he doesn't?
No, see, we moved up here to Superior for his job.
Uh-huh.
And he's got all the money.
Which is what?
So he's got all the money, so what are you complaining about?
Because
You're using up all his
Was
money.
he, what was he, the captain of the Edmund Fitzgerald or something?
That's what we're in search of. We're in search of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
You are?
No, we moved up here, and see, like, I don't want him to spend the money because it's cold up here, and if I'm going to move up here, I don't want to suffer and be cold and then have this beast in the driveway.
Let's get down to the bottom line here. You hate it in Superior.
I hate it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. This car has nothing to do with it. You're ready to go to Florida.
Oh, so this is
Arizona.
The car is just a manifestation of your deep-seated hatred for your husband.
Right. What kind of dreams have you been having?
Vicious
dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you are holding some serious bad feelings toward poor Josh.
Oh yeah, you are harboring some ill feelings.
Oh.
Absolutely.
I'm glad this all came out.
No, see, I love the guy. You just have to convince him not to fix his car or to move to Arizona and fix it.
Well, we have a better chance of getting him to move to Arizona.
Arizona wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wouldn't it?
No, that would be a compromise that you could live. He can keep the car.
He can keep the car.
But as long as you
get
out
of Superior.
Superior.
Yeah.
Because the winters are interminable.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
We'll talk to him.
You will.
We will.
We'll try to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And if he hasn't gotten this yet, tell him to keep. Well, you can't encourage him to keep trying, but you should drop some subtle hints.
Like leave the 1-800.
Leave the 800
leave
number
it
around. Yeah. Have it tattooed on your forehead.
Application.
If it doesn't work out, we can give you the number of our law firm that does divorces.
Dewey, Cheatham and Howe.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great.
See you, Mary Jane.
Thanks, Mary Jane.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for all your help.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we probed into that because there was some deep-seated resentment that she was hiding.
Absolutely.
I love the guy. My foot.
Yeah, my foot. She hates it up there.
She hates him, and she hates Superior, and she hates the car.
And the dog, too.
And the horse that rode in on.
Well, it's happened again. You've blown off another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David the Calves of Belleville Green and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Britchford. Our theme music is by David Dog Grisman, and our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Greater Lowell, Grilled Sole, Escarole, Pasta Fagioli, Profiterole, and Tootsie Say It, this is NPR.